No.
You don't want to touch it?
I'm not gonna touch it right now. It doesn't want. It's.
Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. Just give me some more. Have your hand. Give me some more. Just give me some more.
Hey, welcome to my whiskey den. Your favorite. Just welcome to my whiskey den. Sorry, my computer's all logged, like kind of freezing up. So if I jump around, too bad. And if I don't, even better. But it looks like I am for a second here. So sorry about that, everybody. But welcome to my whiskey den this evening. Mike is here with us. Mitch started a new job today. So.
Oh, and there he is joining from the chat.
Oh,
Mitch, in a word, how was the new gig?
Oh, I pressed the button, so I'm froze. Sorry, everybody.
You go touching stuff.
I wanted to see the comments.
Yeah. Look at that handsome bastard.
I can't believe this is so screwed up.
He says, great. See.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can't wait for him to be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun.
There we go.
Good times.
Excellent. So I'm not going to be touching the screen or anything this evening for fear of freezing. But Mike, do you want to tell the fans about the Bar Cart Co-op? Or
I would love to tell the fans.
Just want to get boozed up tonight.
And the people that, are just tuning in anyway.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you for stopping in.
Yeah. So we are proud members of the Bar Cart Co-op, which is a collection of friends who create content for the whiskey and other distilled spirits public. Bar Cart Co-op YouTube and Facebook pages have information about upcoming and past special shows, which happen about every quarter. There are blind tastings, distiller panels, discussions of special collaborations, and the usage of unique grains. The Bar Cart Co-op has educational and fun episodes for your enjoyments. Distillers Talk is the oldest show in the group, hosted by Christy Atkinson and Alan Bishop. It is a conversation with people from distilleries and distillery adjacent that gets into deep and sometimes off the rails and back again discussions with their interviews. New episodes arrive at the end of the work week. And if that is not nerdy enough, please check out One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute. This is the show where Alan Bishop answers any questions about distilling and often puts them to the test. It could be individual grains, entire mash bills, equipment, or methodology. New episodes come out randomly, so subscribe. And then we have Bourbon Turntable, where they mix the love of music with the love of whiskey. There are conversations with musicians, writers, distillery folks, and common folks like us about music and whiskey. It releases every Wednesday on all your platforms, including YouTube. Then we have If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything, which is a show about the spirits and paranormal among us, as well as the unexplained and the spiritual. Subscribe on Spotify to get all the seasons. And last, but certainly not least, batting ninth, little David Levine. David Levine and the Whiskey in My Ring podcast. David talks to people in the industry and around the industry. David does very good interviews. David gets on barrel picks. David does all the things that we don't do.
That's true. But he's not tasting this tonight.
Nope. Suck it, Dave.
That's right. A little Ironroot, sleight of hand, mother of
David. David whiskeys quite well. In fact, Jesse. Yeah. The mother of Texas whiskey blend. So this one, there is Ironroot outside of the state of Texas. You will only find Ironroot on the shelves at a Total Wine, because Total Wine does the out-of-state distribution for Ironroot. So you'll find Sleight of Hand at Total Wines all around. What you will not find is the Sleight of Hand Mother of Texas Whiskey Blend, which was a Mother's Day gift from Jonathan to his mom, Miss Marcia. What did Robert get his mom? Nothing nearly as cool as this, I guarantee it.
Maybe it was a
Because
blanket.
it was probably, a card. They got her a card. But no, there's a really nice thing that Jonathan wrote in here, a nice handwritten note. So in case you were wanting to steal his identity, there you go. There's his name. But no, this was a very nice blend specifically for Miss Marcia, and also a little experiment on something they did. Two things that they did differently. One is this is double oaked. So this is finished in not only American oak, but a hybrid oak barrel, which actually has American oak staves and European oak heads.
Hungarian?
Not Hungarian.
Okay, this questioning. Sorry.
I would doubt that it was Hungarian. They also used magic mana. So this is actually, even though it is sleight of hand, it is different than the other sleight of hand, because Miss Marcia, much like myself, really likes the Promethean with its smoky and chocolatey notes. And so she wanted something more of that. So this was created for her, 92 proof. It is a blend, as sleight of hand is about the blending. It is a blend of Kentucky distillate, column still from Kentucky, column still from Indiana, and pot still from Texas.
Excellent. Good seeing
So,
Neil and Melanie in the chat.
there.
Emily too. Opening, and this comes in at 46%. So this isn't one of their whopping ass kickers.
No, the sleight of hands are the only releases right now, I believe, under 100 proof. And there's a sleight of hand rye, a sleight of hand, and then the Mother of Texas whiskey.
Mm-hmm. So you can smell it when I poured it in the glass. It had a little lofty aroma from there. It dissipated a little bit, so not as strong after the first couple seconds over there. But you go into it and it has depth, but it's lighter and friendlier than what that first split second of opening had.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of little things going on in here in the
and if you've had the
caramel
normal
gingerbread,
the normal sleight of hand release, which is a high rye bourbon blend, it is not the same thing by any means. The high rye on the normal sleight of hand really comes through. But this, I'll tell you, the first note that I get on this thing, brownie batter.
is what?
Brownie batter.
Well, we just made some brownies that had they were Reese's brownies. So they had brownie and a little bit like a peanut butter in it. And I was going to say this has a little bit of that in it, where it's the baking mix is kind of carried over in that side of it. This is because it's not, you're right, because it's not like a molasses cookie or anything. So I'm getting more of like you said, the brownie I like, with maybe like a little drizzle on top. There's some fruit notes in here. That's why I'm going so hard.
Yeah.
There are fruit notes in here, but they are not prominent, but they're like sliding through in the background. Good to see you, Paul. Sorry, I'm not allowed to touch the computer tonight.
So I get that brownie, and I get it's the batter, not cooked brownies. But then there is on the back end of that, it is like a bowl of berries. There's a fruit note that's across a lot of Ironroot stuff.
It is, but
they're like really sweet berries.
And it's like dipped in a chocolate, where you get that batter, but it's It's weird because the chocolate comes across in almost three ways in the nose on here. Because you got the batter, I get the touch of like a powdery substance.
Like cocoa, like cocoa powder and the batter and chocolate.
Yeah, and then actually more of like a little bit of like a dark chocolate, but right on the edge of a dark chocolate where it's not too heavy on it.
I get a little fig too.
Well, that could be part of that mixture in there. I like the fig because it mixes well with the dark notes in there.
And there's some nutty notes too.
Almost a little, I don't know, it's not banana bread, but there's this, it sounds weird, but like the dampness that banana bread usually has whenever I have it, where that
it's called moist.
Moist. Yeah, well, not everyone. Out of my left nostril, I'm getting like some baking notes like that.
Hello.
Oh, she's taken over the basement.
Wow. She cleaned the place up.
Well, it's all about ready to get packed and moved halfway across the United States. So
again,
right? But yeah, all good. So
outstanding.
Nice. You got a glass?
I have a glass. Are both of them from the same box?
No.
Oh, biscuits and gravy. Okay. Well,
we're doing the one from the latest package, which is the Sleight of Hand Mother of Texas Whiskey.
Perfect. I have that one ready to go then.
Okay.
Excellent.
The other one I gave you guys at Distill America, so it could be anywhere.
Yeah, could be in its own box.
Actually, you know what? I think I might know where that is.
Okay.
I touched it.
I'm not sure though. All right.
It's getting better. Sorry, my computer's a little slow, so I'm not touching the screen too much this evening.
So I have actually had, it's somewhere in all of this, courtesy of a friend and some bootlegging. I actually have the Sleight of Hand Rye.
Yeah.
And it's
really good. It's very good. It is actually the Sleight of Hand Rye is supposed to start going across nationwide stores outside of Texas.
Pick it up, y'all. Pick it up.
Good.
It's been a while since, I don't know. I like that they're getting some more things at Total Wine like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're blend. So the Sleight of Hand Rye, it's different distilleries.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's because the Sleight of Hand, if you look at the logo, the playing cards have the silhouette of the states that it's from.
Yeah.
And the rye has an Ohio on it, an Ohio rye.
Wow.
So who in Ohio makes a unique rye?
There's a few. I know it's not there, but I'd like to say Cleveland Rocks and hope that it comes from there.
No.
But no. All right, back to a little flavor down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in and sip this thing. It's got there's a at this proof for them, because they're always higher, because that's where their flavor is at that higher proof. But this at the lower proof is like densely packed with on the nose and on the flavor, because I obviously have drank this before, but
it almost
killer.
Oh, go ahead.
What do you get on the nose, Morgan?
I get lots of cherry caramel. I get some even brightness, like a citrus, but also more like a darker citrus, like a blood orange.
Blood orange. See, that threw me off. I had a comment. It's gone now because I went into blood orange. No, that's good stuff.
All right.
Don't be.
Mm-mm.
Almost get some grassy notes too.
Well, I was going to say that battery chocolate thing, Mike, with the fig. There's like a fig bar here that you can get that has a chocolate version. And out of my left nostril is working way better. It almost smells like a smoked version of one of those with caramel drizzled on top, with like fig and, like you said, there's a couple other fruit notes in there. But man, my right nostril sucks.
Definitely get the fig.
Yeah.
To be honest, my first drink was a real drink, so I didn't really get much. It was more than a sip that I expected. Could have been on tension.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. And you can still buy this, but you have to either drive to Texas or buy it off of Ironroot's website, and they'll hold it for 6 months for you or a mule.
Wow, for me on the first couple hits here, not as much chocolate on the flavor, much more fruit inspired on what I'm getting on the taste.
I get more on the palate, more of some of the notes I get off of Harbinger with the maple and fruit. But then it is like chocolate and just like leathery, and it's got a really nice, it's like for me, it's like an even finish that just kind of like drops in layers as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really complex.
Quite for 46. I get like a lemon and a lemon zest that like picks up after like the first third, slow, and then kind of rises up over the middle of the tongue, or that's where I was kind of swishing it around. Came out, and that's just like amongst, like you said, there is a lot to unpack for a 46. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I got a little bit on the nose. I got more like an orange zest on the nose, but now I get like a little more orange on the end of the palate, where it's just like you've eaten orange with something else. But and I get that cola note again, which I like.
And I get a drying, like little tannic note on the finish, like from the barrel. Kind of, I feel like it's pulling the moisture out of my mouth at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
This is a cherry cola bomb to me.
Cherry cola is a good note.
With like an orange twist. And then some chocolate.
But I'm surprised how much I don't want to say I'm not getting fig, but how much I smelled that more in the nose than I got on the flavor itself. Like, I guess maybe the other notes were more prominent than what I expected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a very sustained finish. I don't want to say long, because I think it's overly used. It just sustains itself, and it tends to, for me, it grows. It like sits on my tongue, and then it just kind of grows around and just hangs on.
I think that's part of that tannic section where it feels like it's pulling out, but then I also get like a little salivation on the bottom of my tongue where it's kind of cycling through.
This is delightful.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I was going to try and save some of this for Mitch, but
Nope.
This may not make it to Michigan.
Yeah,
there's ways to get more.
It's an occupational hazard.
That's right. He's going to have something without you, so.
He already has.
See?
Twice.
Oh, what was it?
He went to Journeyman's, so that's the Corset Whips and Whiskey folks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't remember the name of the place he went yesterday. So
I get kind of like a fruit tart on the end of this, right before it all changes, and it's not as like thick and heavy. You get like notes for a little bit, and then they kind of lightly go away. Is that a place or is that a distillery?
must be the distillery, I take it.
That's pretty. I'm intrigued. They're probably doing something weird. Wonder if Mitch inspires a distillery over there to do something with whey.
Probably. I'm sure
Yeah.
I can.
Here, we can supply you.
Whey and corn ribs.
Not against it.
Yeah. Maybe not together, but you know.
No.
But you never know. No, I enjoy this one quite a bit, and it was I ordered mine from the distillery and picked it up, and yeah, very happy with that.
Yeah, this is really, really good.
And actually, and for the price point too, because the normal sleight of hands are 35, I think that's what they are around me. I'm assuming that's the same as they are everywhere else. But this one, being that's a special one, is like 49 online at the distillery. Pretty darn good for a $50. Pretty darn good whiskey. $50 is pretty good point for it, because it's
kept my mouth warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of flavor without the proof.
Mm-hmm.
Not that 92 is anything to sneeze at, but you know.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. The next one we were going to look at in a minute here was the Bourbon de Luxe. No.
Yes.
That would be
Check my samples up here.
One of these little black labeled ones with silver on it, if that helps.
Fancy.
Oh, snap.
Fuck yeah.
Look at that. See?
That's what I'm talking about.
Morgan knows what's up.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah,
so this sucker, Turner Wathen, who hopefully we'll get him on here. He's a busy guy, you know, trying to run a day job distillery, be a dad, blending. But yeah, so Bourbon de Luxe is an old brand that at one time was run by and owned by Turner's family. So they got the name back. Beam, I believe, had owned it at one point, but they got the name back, and so they got the label. They were in because they were doing Rolling Fork rums, and so they want to do the bourbon, and this is the most likely one. But it's a good looking label.
Yeah, makes you feel like it came from like the 1500s or something.
Yes, glorious sunshine of 1,000 ages. But this one, so they had done batch one. I'd gotten a sample of batch one, and it sold out like pretty darn quick. And then when batch two came out and it was on seal box, I got on one and they went away pretty quick too. Hello, Shannon. And so yeah, this one it's a blend of 6 barrels of 8-year Kentucky straight bourbon sourced from 2 distilleries in Bardstown, Kentucky. Look it up. And it is 119 proof. This is the batch 2 2025-2. And there were 1,116 bottles.
Ooh, this is
And then they came out with a batch 3 like right after this that was 16-year bourbon. Priced much higher.
All over the place then.
Yeah, Shannon's in the 5-time club.
Cheers to that,
jacket.
Shannon.
I feel like I should get a jacket. Right?
A smoking jacket.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Smoking jacket.
Oh, good. Neil's having it too.
Excellent.
Perfect. I'm curious what you guys get off of it too, Mr. and Mrs. Robinson.
Drier than the harbor or than the sleight of hand we just had.
Oh yeah, the proof.
to it.
Yeah, that proof on the nose is just like whew, it just evaporates everything. Not in a bad way. It just
Evaporate's a good way to put that because it's not like I'm smelling alcohol. I mean, you could, but it's you feel like something's changing as you're stepping into it. Sorry, Morgan, didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine. I was gonna say it's definitely dusty to me, earthy.
Yeah.
It definitely has the dusty barn effect, as I like to call it.
I like that. I'm gonna go a little like the dusty saloon. Barn, I get a little more hay with it. Never mind, I get a little in there. That's crazy how much my one nose nostril is open and the other one is like just locked up.
Shannon, we had the sleight of hand mother of Texas whiskey, and now we're doing the Bourbon de Luxe batch 2, 8-year.
I almost get some molasses notes, black licorice, and like a bran breakfast, like a bran muffin that you'd have for breakfast.
Yeah, I can see that muffin.
Yeah, I was getting a bit of a graham cracker, but the muffin's a little better.
And I get like a little bit of orange peel on it too. Like on the end, there's like a, and then like a vanilla cream.
That's more what I'm getting. There's this creaminess that hits right away, then goes away and comes back on like the last third. Yeah, because it's rich right on the first inhale. When it first pulls in through my nose and it kind of fades away. It's the first pull.
It's almost like a dark cherry cream, though.
I like that. Like you're kind of like that little cherry cream you get in chocolates.
Yes. Spot on. But with like a dark chocolate on the outside instead of a milk chocolate.
This one's sorry, at 69.
Sorry.
It's a little stiffer to go into than the last one where I was just, inhaling deep on this one. Every now and then I got to take a step back from it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued as to where this goes. Because if it goes right there, if it's just a little bit richer on the note, like with a nut or a deeper wood note, this could be really neat on the taste.
Neil and Melanie, what are you guys getting? It takes a second to get through the proof. It's like proof and it settles. It just
proof is way back here on my edge of my tongue, like way in the back. And you could feel that like build up, but it's not like that. It was overpowering. That's just where it rolled into.
Yeah. And the sip for me, it sips like it's higher proof. The first sip. And then it just kind of calms down off of that. For me, anyway.
There's still some little heat in there, but there's it's not like lemon meringue pie, but it's like this lemon cream, but it's not quite like like the inside of a lemon meringue pie. But there's something in here that's similar.
Oh, my cousin came over for dinner Saturday. There's a point to this. He always brings desserts. He brought a lemon meringue pie. And what was nice was I've had lemon meringue where it's it's too much lemon. There's no balance to it. You know, and so it was a very nicely done pie. But we'd also had because they were calling it a seasonal local ice cream that they were getting rid of at the store down the street. They were very nice premium. Belfonte's the brand, and it was a lemon ice cream with lemon crumb cake mixed in with it. And again, you would think that's going to have a lot of lemon. It does not. It was just like an even amount of lemon with both. So we had like double lemon dessert, and neither one of them were off. It would have been kind of nice if you had one that had like a punch of one of them, but it was kind of nice where you just had this nice even layers. So there was no point to that story except for the fact that you brought up lemon.
That's all right. I'm going to tell you the ice cream sounded delicious. I would go buy like a gallon of that.
Here's what happened.
Fruity, lemony things.
So my son said, they were clearancing this out, huh? He ran down to the store yesterday and he bought 5 containers to put in the deep freeze.
I love it.
Good man.
Well, you know, he's just like, oh, it's good. And I mean, he's skinny as a rail. So he's just, okay, well. Don't eat it all or you're going to pay for it. But anyway.
But with the cherry sweetness, I get that.
Yeah.
As well too.
Ooh, Mexican hot chocolate. Haven't had that.
Ooh.
That's a good for the little bit of spicy thing that kicks in on the second, like at least the back half, and not at least the back third, where that comes in. That's a very good note, Melanie.
See, it's kind of funny you say that because the finish on it for me, it's a creamy finish, and it's almost like a creamy hot chocolate.
Well, this is
but not as chocolatey.
But I get the little bit of the spice in here is right for what she's mentioning with that.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Oh, party with the Robinsons.
I just like I need a good winter party. You know what I mean? Like a holiday winter party with a bunch of people where you can have fantastic
I am so looking forward to the temperature dropping about 25 degrees because it should have happened. Have that drop so we can start having the spicy cold outside.
We're going for our anniversary, and usually it's a little chillier, but we're like, well, there's an Oktoberfest and this or this. It's going to be 82 on Saturday. And I'm like, well, Oktoberfest doesn't even quite feel right? Like,
yeah. It's going to be 85 at Bourbon on the Banks.
Sorry. I mean, but yeah, that's odd. But hey, I guess, I don't like the cold, so I'll take it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be lovely, but
just not
Robinsons, you got to get your hugs in early before Mike gets sweaty.
All right, here. Yeah, I like that. It's like a little bit of lemon mousse, almost, if you would, with a little bit of chocolate. The Mexican hot chocolate's really in the back end. I think that word peps up. I'm intrigued then. Does the 16-year-old, I guess I don't know enough about the original brand. Is it just going to be continual good releases, or was that something that might have tasted like a Bourbon de Luxe at one point along the line? There's different. It could have been around for a while, so there could have been slightly different iterations or time.
I think what they're doing is just honoring the old brand with the releases and trying to have like a nice, where they're finding these bourbons and blending them together.
They're making something good
because they've only done the 3 batches, and I heard batch 3 was quite good. Not nearly as many bottles. Obviously it was higher price because it was 16 year, but I'm curious to see what they're going to come out with for the next batch because I'm. Turner tends to put out some fun stuff, whatever he's doing.
Well, I would agree with that. Hold on, I'm trying to mix some of this.
But everything this like with the on the palate and even on the finish, it's still that it's like a layer of proof of alcohol that then just kind of like wisps away, and then there's some flavors left, right. So
yeah, I think the nose and palate are very similar in that aspect, that it's like a punch of alcohol and then it la-di-da opens up just like that.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. All right, I'm blending these two together.
Yep, I got a blend going too, and I'm really curious. So I like the Bourbon Deluxe. I think it feels higher proof than it is.
I guess what you mean, because you have that little bit of experience where you get a little feeling of a raise, but it's not like you ever get that pointy alcohol note.
And here's the other thing. I think the Mother of Texas whiskey feels lower proof than it is.
I would. There's a silky part of it, but I'd say you could say 43. You could say 40 to 43 and easily believe that from what you get there. So,
okay.
Oh, this is. I'm gonna right off the bat. I'm gonna say it would be interesting to smell this after it marries for a while longer, because
after that
it feels like the dusty note is trying to fight around with some of the other note. It feels like they're fighting each other coming in.
It does. I agree with that.
Because you get the dusty, a little bit of heat, and then all of a sudden you're like finally like the other one. You're like once it reveals and you get past that little spike, then you start getting a little bit of the other spicy chocolate. But then you start getting more of the fruit notes from the Mother of Texas whiskey blend. But you each coming back, you hit it.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too. For sipping the normal sleight of hand, it's very easy to sip.
Yes.
But I think it shines with a little bit of ice, the normal sleight of hand, and it really shines in a cocktail. It makes a nice whiskey sour and old fashioned for sure. Manhattan, pretty decent. And to be that low of proof and stand out is pretty good. But for sipping, I would like it to be higher. I would agree with that.
I'm gonna wait for reactions on the taste. I know we all had probably different points on this, but I'm not getting much on the nose. I was much happier with the taste.
Yeah, like big cherry cola chocolate.
You get other berry.
So much proof on the nose and no proof on the palate.
Yeah, like a little, like it hits and it breaks across, and when it breaks, the flavors really roll out from it. That's an interesting blend. Like that picks it up. You get a little bit of dusty. You get a little bit of some other things in it. It adds
that would be like
complexity.
You said to let this sit would be fun, because it's like it's Bourbon Deluxe on the nose, and it's more of the Mother Texas whiskey on the palate.
Agreed.
Very interesting.
I like that. I mean, that blend is a neat blend, or whatever, almost 50-50. I was a little heavier, probably 60-40 on the Bourbon Deluxe, actually. And I really like the way that changes on the palate, where you get one thing and then all of a sudden it morphs into something else. And I said that when that almost like egg yolk breaks, it's just like over layers what's happening.
I'd like to make an old fashioned with a 50-50 mix of this.
Just woody enough, just enough little.
Well, you got some time.
Yeah.
And you don't have to share.
Excuse me. I'm sorry about that, buddy. All right. Oh, and recently we tried one of these we had tonight. The Ironroot Room came from a package from Mike, and you know what else was in that package? Some Liberty Pole.
That's right.
That's right.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that.
No, I.
2 pounds of Colombian marching powder. Peruvian marching powder.
I want to see how I'm staying awake the next week. I'm getting stuff done.
Yeah.
No. Some Liberty Pole spirits here. And there is some interesting stuff here. Just the old Mahonganela.
Yeah. Monongahela.
Yeah, well. There is a slew of them.
And they're peated. I've had the peated before.
I think I had it once because I've only had Liberty Pole like once. So I'm pretty excited about this. And
yeah, because we can't get it.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. But you talked someone to coming onto the show, haven't you?
Yeah, Tom's going to come on the 13th.
Ooh, yay!
So 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be outstanding. Make sure you stop out for that one because it'll be exciting. I've liked what I've had, and I've always heard really, really good things. Like you said, it's just, I don't want to say a distribution problem. It's more of a, you can't hit every state problem. You know how it is. We have that. I mean, at least they do get into some places, which is
nice. We lack in my area, and probably a lot of other places. We lack in getting Pennsylvania stuff.
Yes.
So,
I'd say Wisconsin's rather, I mean, other than, was it Dad's Hat is from Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, we can get Dad's Hat.
And that's about,
it's pretty widely done. But and
after
Dad's
that,
Hat, especially cast strength Dad's Hat, man, slap you around. It is. It will. I mean, it's good. It's one of mine that sometimes you just want to be slapped around a little bit, and that the Dad's Hat rye is one of them. So is Sagamore cast strength rye is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Old Potrero cast strength.
Old Potrero, that's a really, really good one. I like that. If you're gonna put them in there, that's probably one of my more favorite like hidden gem ones.
It's like getting slapped while you're drinking root beer. Yeah. It's just.
Did you play the game where that tortilla game? Where you put it in your mouth and you get slapped. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, same here, Jesse. I wish we could get Wiggle. Yeah.
So
I was listening to the play on it was last summer they did it on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, and they played Chubby Bunny, where you start with the large marshmallow. You put a marshmallow and you have to say Chubby Bunny. And I don't remember how many they got to in there, but it was pretty funny. And there were cocktails involved, so it made it better. So
that's always a classic.
Yeah.
Who is it? Oh, it's Seth Meyers has a one where he goes drinking with people as part of like the show, and that's I like that bit. It goes well. There, especially was it his mom? His dad's a lightweight, and his mom can handle a drink if I remember correctly.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on here. I don't have. Let's see if I am still lagging or not, Mike. Oh, I'm not. It looks like I have some. Looks like I have power back. I don't know what happened.
You have the power.
I have some power. I don't know about the power, but I have some. So, like we were saying, stop in for Liberty Pole on October 13th. Next week. I think we're gonna get some. Would you guys be okay if? Hold on. Now, Morgan, where are you gonna be next week?
This is the last episode from this house, so I will be in Michigan next Monday.
Okay. Well, I want to talk to Mitch because I'm going to send some stuff out. Oh shoot. Shoot. I'm going to Sturgeon Spirits this weekend, and I want to add that into a box, but I should probably send this out first. So we'll look at it. Give me a day. Monday will be questionable, but we will be doing a comparison between the new Santa Fe Spirits versus the old Cole Keegan, which same thing. Colin's still involved. It's not like he went anywhere. He's going to be down.
But a different distiller.
Different distiller. That is accurate. But he's going to be down at Whiskey Castle doing a tasting, I believe. So that would be something to go down and check out, because that will be.
There's anyone wanting to travel to Texas or just travel, period. Whiskey Castle, the Whiskey Crusaders have a really, really nice lineup of stuff. A very nice lineup.
If you're going to be going to a tasting or an event, they put on something very nice compared to other people. And the thing is they're always getting a brand ambassador, owner, or representative that comes with, and they're not the snub that starts out where they tell you that Uncle Nearest has always been made at their distillery. They're seasoned and very good at their job.
Yeah.
So they usually have like a food truck outside too, so it's pretty sweet.
Oh, there's like a sweet bakery next door to them that does the oh God, I can't remember. They do the baked goods for one of the big catalogs that you buy baked goods from.
Oh, okay.
But you can also walk in there and get stuff. It's good. Matt's like, go next door and get something while you're waiting for me. And we did. And it's like, oh, this is good. it was really, really good. But yeah, Matt's good people. And if you go down there, they're away from a lot of Dallas congestion, so you could stay reasonably somewhere around there. You wouldn't be stuck with airport prices or other large prices. But anyway,
that's good. I just mean it's be a good thing to go to, because that's when a very nice lineup of things. And like I've said before, the difference between the original base spirit versus the mesquite version, I wouldn't have guessed that that's what it was, or it was as good as it was when we had that, when it first came out. It was surprisingly good. Like don't know if I would have mesquite smoked and futzed around with it anymore, but it's a good lineup. So yeah, stop out there and check them out. Probably having that, and then hopefully. I got one more here. It is a sample from Old Naska's Trace. It's a Tennessee whiskey, but more a moonshine than a whiskey, to be honest. But my boss got it for me when they're on vacation. So I want to try that and see where it's at as well too. So there'll be a few things coming up here. So all right, everybody. Thank you for stopping in and sharing your evening with us. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, remember, it's not the size of the den that matters, it's the love of whiskey. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.